Good morning. Good morning, Cynthia Green. Good morning to you. I'm trying to place this where I can see you guys a little bit better. Good morning. Good morning, Ashley Hill. Good morning. Good morning, Stephanie Paul. Good morning to you. Tay Harden. Good morning to you, Tay Harden. I don't know. Let me see. Well, when you get ready to do something, let me see this girl. Her name is Sunny. I guess. I think they're supposed to have Royale's March today, so I'm trying to figure out what time. So that is who I'm texting right now. I'm texting Sunny to see if I remember her saying August the 28th. And today is August the 28th. So I'm going to see if they're going to still have his March. And if she's going, I'm going to go and be down there with her, which I got a lot of stuff to do, but I'll, I'll go. And, hey, good morning, Freddie. Good morning to you. Good morning, Libby, Crystal, Peggy Toad, Joe Jackson, Anita. Good morning. Good morning to you guys. Lisa Taylor, good morning to you. Diane Harris, good morning. Sherry Manning, good morning to you. So, that's been on my mind this morning. We had a little bit of business to do this morning. We got it done. Freddie, did everything go okay? Yes or no? Good morning, Rakia. Good morning to you. Good morning, Tanya Watts, Cynthia, Marie, Leslie Harris. She said no. Okay. Good morning, Z Davis. Um, Janie, good morning to you. Good morning. Be blessed. Good morning. So, first of all, let's get off into some of the things we need to do as we come on. Make sure you guys put in Nora's Authentic Designer Handbag link. And for anyone that's in here, Nora's Authentic Designer Handbag sponsors this channel. And we need you guys to, if you're looking for a bag, a gift for a loved one, some earrings, some glasses, some shoes. She has the designer name brand, the name brand now. This is just not just something you can go get at Kmart. She has Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Versace, Chanel, Kate Spade, Dooney and Burke. She has all the name brand designer handbags and shoes and clothing over there. Therefore, $5 on up. You can go over there, check it out. She also carries a line of cancer cancer awareness design items like scarves, things of that nature. Hey, it's your boy Leo. Good morning to you. Good morning. Deborah Dickerson, good morning to you. Gloria Bates, good morning to you. Good morning. I love you too. Tina Powers, good morning to you. Let's go over there, check her out. Tell SP News Nuggets sent you over there. Or just use your code W4C. She'll work with you on the price, and plus you get 20% discount. Okay? Now, if you're not a part of the family or this channel already, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell for notification. So when we upload videos or go live, or we just go do a random pop-up, we may get some information and I can't hold it. So we go live right then and there, home or whatever. And if I do go out to the march this morning, I'm gonna wait to see what she say. I don't want to just go on downtown and ain't nobody there. But I would like, I don't know. She says, no, ma'am. It's postponed till September the 9th. Thank you. Okay, so that'll be next weekend. That'll be next Monday or something. She says, no, ma'am. It's postponed till September the 9th. Robin said, thank God it's Friday. I know that's right. I know we all got a lot of things going on. It is Friday. It is a payday for some of us. Some of us get paid every other weekend, and some of us get paid every weekend, and some of us get paid once a month. So it's the end of the month coming up, so that might be a plus for a lot of us. And but thank God it's still Friday. Whether you get paid or not, it's still a good day. It's Friday. If you off on the weekend, good. If you got to work the weekend, good. I work the weekend, so I work every weekend pretty much. So, you okay, Papa?
I'm just pissed off.
He is upset. He is mad, mad, mad. Um, we lost a contract yesterday, and it rains sometimes, and sometimes it does not. But you guys, hold that thought. I want to see something. I need to go ask him something. Oh, where's my shoe? Oh, he's finna go check it out. So it's a little bit too late for me. Good morning. I guess not everything goes good for everybody. Not everything goes good. Yes, please. Sometimes people get rude awakenings. I get them all the time. I get them all the time. And there's nothing we can do about it, you know. Thank you, Deborah. Anyway, good morning, Zan. Good morning. So I was, Rakia said, anyhow, yes, that's what I say, anyhow. I mean, sometimes there's certain things you can't change. You can't. It is what it is. I mean, it rains on the just and the unjust, and that's just the way it is. One door closed and another one open up. Yep, but when a person is mad, you know what? I don't even try to console them because you become the problem or you don't understand or you get it wrong or whatever. But I want to talk this morning a little bit about some things I have been going through. We've been asked over and over and over again to go over that Malia case down there in Houston, another Malia case, Malia Bass. They call her Tootie. And something better is on the way. Yeah, but when you mad, you don't even want to hear all of that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I've been going over some videos on the Malia Bass case, and it's a lot to go over. It's a lot to go over. If Here's the thing, you guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Here's the thing. We did not follow that case. There's reasons why we didn't follow the case. We had a case that we was following, and a lot of other people wasn't following the King Hill case. We jumped on it. We was a little bit behind. We was maybe like 3 days behind on that case. So we were trying to get caught up, and as we were getting caught up, you know, things was happening. Okay? We hadn't even got all the way caught up, and we were still behind trying to figure out who was who, what was what. We was getting things wrong, which is okay. But we was giving it our undivided attention, whether they wanted it or not. It's not for nobody to say you can cover it or you can't cover it. We covered it. We thought it was a good story. We wanted to get his picture out there as much as possible, and we did pretty much that. We even got to talk to 90% of the players so far. The only people we haven't spoken to directly is Tiana or Amber. Now, and that's never here or there. Most of the time, there's only going to be two of them you don't. I mean, usually when we get in there, we do get to talk to the players. And I'm just saying, it's not nothing that we do differently or anything. I guess the Lord just give it to who he sees fit. So it is what it is. We did talk to Cody, Amber's brother. We talked to Marv, the stepfather. We talked to cousin. That's Marv's friend. Then we talked to a friend of the family, the young lady that had called in. And then there was other YouTubers that came on and called. And then Chrissy called in, and we talked to Chrissy. We got to ask her some questions and everything. And I don't really get off into the people be like, why you didn't answer this question? Why you didn't answer that question? I'm going to tell you guys why. First of all, most of the time, I don't know if they're coming on or not. I don't know. I don't even, usually you have a setup that you want to, like where you can go and where you can't go. And then you don't want to cross that road because you can offend somebody asking them a question or just saying something that they didn't even know about. The family, when you know something they don't know, they get really upset about it. Or people talk to you and haven't talked to them, there, there's a problem or whatever. Yes, thank you, Freddie. We have another website. If you guys do not know, we got to get that launch. We got to get it up and running, and we got to get it ready. Freddie Johnson has put it in the chat. You guys go over to that link. It says youtube.com/channel.uclod. If you don't know, that's our other channel. Go over there. Go over there, subscribe to the channel. Come right on back. Go over there, subscribe to the channel, and come right on back. Because when we're doing something and we get this channel shut down, however, it has been done, and everybody want to finish up and they're like, what happened, whatever. When you're looking for us, that's where we'll be at. We'll be out on that other channel. Don't come in here talking about where y'all go. What happened? Tell me what happened. If you haven't subscribed to the other channel, when we run over there and we finish saying what we need to say, and then we lock it down. Don't come telling me, SP, why you lock it down? Now you just seen what just happened. That happens all the time. Why'd you lock it down? Because we need to really be over there saying that, and I won't have to lock it down. But we over here on a channel that is totally foundated. Up, running, going, I mean pushing. In the thousands, in the thousands. Oh, we want to get this locked down? We want to get this shut down? Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. It's locked down for a reason. Everybody know there's a reason. Most of the time, some people know what the reason is. Some of the time, people don't know what the reason is. Nevertheless, it's locked down for a reason. I cannot unlock it because it jeopardized the channel. Now, had everybody do what we're supposed to do and go over there and subscribe to the other channel, where, guess what? I can send that video over there and you can look at it all day long. We don't care. We'll build another one. We'll be building one as that one's being played. By the time they take it or whatever, we'll have another one up and ready to go. That's how we're trying to do that. But get this channel shut down because you wasn't in the room, or you're running late, or you want to see it again and download it and whatever. Most of the time, I'd lock it down before I even get off the live. Why? You cannot download it. You can't. It's impossible. At least have to be uploaded before you can download it. And if I don't upload it, you can't download it. I lock it, and that settles that. I don't mind nobody saying, "Oh, they're gonna sue me." I don't mind that. We get those threats all the time. We just do. Thank you, Carol. We get those threats all the time, and we always get them. And guess what? They are serious, but they're not serious to the point where we have to stop what we're doing and never do that anymore. We continue to thrive and drive and go and do, and we release and release and release because guess what? I truly believe that we stay in the guidelines of where we're supposed to be at when it comes to people. Respect, dignity, and, just having taste when we're covering a thing. We do have to put out some information that a lot of people don't like. I don't like it either. But sometimes we do have to know. I heard that TP is saying up the prison that she is innocent and she have a very expensive lawyer. Um, well, she don't have an expensive attorney. She has a court-appointed attorney. So what else you say you heard? And James Timms is actually Dee Dee, you guys. That is King Hill's cousin. I heard that TP is saying up the prison that she is innocent. Okay? And she have a very expensive lawyer. Well, I'm not surprised her saying that she's innocent. I'm not surprised at all. Thank you, Carol. I'm not surprised at all. My dog wants to come in. But anyway, Z Davis. Anyway, it's nice to see you in the house. We've been getting a lot of information. I thought yesterday I didn't come on. I was just gonna take it easy, enjoy my day. That's what I intended to do. But my phone, when one call ended, another call started. Another call started before that one ended, and it went through until I forgot to even go and pay the bills I needed to pay, which was due yesterday. And by the time I got ready, it was after 5 o'clock. And anybody knows if you pay the bill after 5 o'clock, you're going to pay a late fee. So I done that, and I was not too happy with myself. But I got entangled in all the conversations that I was into. Some of them was good, some of them was bad. And we're going to talk about a little bit of some of them, but some of them I'll just let you know who I spoke to. But this is becoming a hot mess. First of all, I had some people from Facebook contact me little angry, little angry, saying some stuff like, why you ain't been saying too much about this and saying that. Matter of fact, I was in your live and you went for 14 minutes and before you even said anything, shaking my head. Let me tell you something. My everyday coming on here is not about what you want to hear. First of all, we have a morning show that we come on and we discuss and we enjoy the conversation before we get on our day, putting something on our mind. It's not like, hey, let's get it, such 5 minutes. Okay, you guys, let's just da 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 da. 5 o'clock, there it is. We'll say our prayers. If we come on before 5, we'll say our prayers, and then guess what? We'll greet everybody 5 minutes. Everybody knows the situation. When another channel comes over here from Facebook or IG or Super Snap, whatever, they don't get it. They think, give me the juice and I want it right now. This is what you need to do. I don't want to hear about anything else. This is what I want to hear. Well, it don't work like that. Everybody has a platform to make it come out the way that they want to. In the mornings when I get up in the morning, I don't want to be all in my feelings and emotional about something. I'm I got my robe on. I still got my gown on. I don't I don't think anybody believes that we finna get into it unless you see me downstairs and it be what it be. Sometimes things happen, people call in, and maybe you'll miss it. Who knows? But that's not the time to get into it. But on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, those are the selected times that if we have anything, or we conducting business, or we need to discuss those things, and that's where it is. Most of the time in the morning, you never know what happens. People get up on the wrong side of the bed, and then now you dealing with a hothead. I heard it was September the 9th or the 15th. I wrote it down. There is so much information out there. Now, the other thing that I told the person that was contacting me is like, well, you guys thought. Here's the thing. Now, family, now listen. We were covering King Hill case, banging and booming. Everything that we found out, we asked a question. We had the person on here. Guess what happened? People from other channels and people from different platforms were coming. And if we had somebody on, they were making sure that they didn't speak. They would call in or they come in the chat room and, what's going on? Why I need to talk to them? Da, 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 da. Why y'all doing that? But I'm going to tell you something. They spoke bad, not only of me, but they spoke bad. I won't say you, but they spoke bad of the whole channel. But we're supposed to give them the floor and diss people and hang up and let them just run? No, no, no. It's not about a person. And I believe this. Family, you might get mad at me for saying this. I believe that the family, you guys, lost focus on King Hill. Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong. And what I mean by that is we decided to pick a family member that we wanted to uh to, protect instead of trying to figure out what was right and what was wrong and the truth. And that kind of was like, you know, when we can hear for a fact a person that was involved, we should not. We should not. I don't care. I don't care. We should not favor a particular person. And now that was a good learning lesson because a lot of the things that cousin was saying, we want to ask him more questions. And he was like, I'm done. I'm not going to come back. I'm not going to do this again. I didn't want to do it in the first place, but somebody had to say something, and we could have asked all the questions we wanted. And everybody else was so focused on the drama. No, no, I wasn't focused on the drama. What do you mean the other channel unavailable? Crystal says she just tried the other channel. It's available. You probably went to the wrong place. Uh, could somebody put the link up in the chat? Let me see what you talking about before I start running my mouth like I know something. I don't know everything. Thank you, Freddie. Nope, there it is. It's right there. The link is in the chat. Freddie Johnson put the link in the chat. If you not subscribed to that channel right there, go over there, subscribe to it, and then come right on back. And it's up and running. She said, try it again. And yes, you're right about that time cousin called in. Yes, Rakia. I know a lot of people don't want to believe, I know we get in our feelings and stuff. Hey, big girl, good morning. I was not focused on drama. I had my opinion about cousin Marvin, a redhead, and the rest. We don't all think the same, especially when we individually review. Yeah, we may not all agree. You're right, Sonia Watts. We may not all agree. You can already form an opinion. But that was someone we was interviewing, and we need to hear what they had to say. We done already interviewed Cody. So why is it wrong to not hear what they had to say? How you gonna come up with answers and fill in blanks if the people that could answer that stuff, you don't never let them speak because you done already formed an opinion, you know? And that's all I'm saying. Maybe to some people, it may not change your opinion about the situation, but to some people, they want to hear the more of the information. I like, let me be honest with you. I believe that we all have, and you're right, we all have somewhat of an opinion of something. But can it be changed if you knew more information? You're not going to change nobody's mind. You can get that out your head. That don't happen. When people be like, "You changed my mind." No, you put on the table more information, and that's what changed my opinion or my mind about the equation. You cannot be stuck on something and nothing fits, and you just still hell bent and determined this is the way it is. I see this in people all the time. We see this in certain people, and we wondering, are they cuckoo or crazy? Because they're just going to make it fit no matter what. And it sounds ridiculous. Some of the things they say, well, okay, well, what about if that's so? If, if, okay, let me give you a good example without, okay, you can take it however you want. I know I'm going to get in trouble for this, but some people, they believe what they want to believe, and that's not what this is about. You can believe what you want to believe. We're just offering the information that we can get and receive, and when people come on, let's hear what they have to say. That's what this channel is about. Form your opinion. All. Please do. But you can't be closed-minded when new information is there and we're not listening. One particular new information was he spoke to the young lady and told her to turn herself in, and he took her down there to the station. Anybody know that? Oh, that's irrelevant. Oh, really, is it? That's not irrelevant? Well, it is because, first of all, we can kind of, she says, SP, my mind can change with information. Nevertheless, we listened to Cousin until to me he was talking at Cody on Marvin's behalf. Right. Well, I know Cousin said that he would talk to Marv or whatever, but he said he didn't want to speak to him. And that was become a problem to Cody because Cody was wanting to speak to him, and he said he didn't want to speak to him. And we had him on, not to disrespect anybody. He hadn't said anything about Cody. He wasn't talking about Cody. Only thing he was doing is telling us what he's seen and what he know of this girl, whether he took the girl's side, Marvin's side, Juju's side, blah, blah, side. People get angry because they don't want to hear the other side. And I'm not saying that about you, Sonya Watts. I'm not saying you didn't want to hear the other side. I'm saying some people get angry because they do not want that other side to be out there. But tell me, if you only heard one side, how can you make a rational decision? If we only heard about Brittany on the Malia case, if Brittany was the only one that's speaking, nobody else spoke, we couldn't even make a rational decision. Because all we know is what Brittany said. Everything what Brittany said will be correct or right or exact. Just like when this case just started, I felt when people come on, they need to be aware that people are going to say what they feel. If they can't handle it, then they shouldn't come on to be interviewed. Well, here's the thing. They can handle it, Stephanie, but when you with and they could. What I'm saying is when I was hosting the show, when I spoke to the gentleman way before, okay, our agreement was he was going to share what he had. We cannot put implications, what you can share and what you can't share. But he says, looky here. I don't want to come on your platform. I don't want people looking at my face. I don't want to be hollering at people. I don't want people hollering at me. I just want to share what I know, and you guys can accept it or not accept it or whatever. That was our agreement. When you have an agreement, that's what it is. That's what it is. So he was kind of a little offended when I did ask him. There's a show. Who's in here saying good morning, SPK? Anyway, That's like April saying, don't ask where she was. Well, April's a mom, and she did say, don't ask where she was. And you know what? We had to accept that, Stephanie. We can't sit there and say, well, we're going to ask you anyway. You need to answer anyway. Because if she ain't going to answer, she ain't going to answer. Leave. She's like, that could get her in trouble. Maybe her attorney told her, you know, don't say nothing about your whereabouts or whatever, whatever, or whatever. You have to respect people's boundaries. People are not going to come on. You want to ask them a question. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be honest with you. Right here, right now. You can ask me a question, and if it is none of your business, I'm not going to answer you. We can't give the same respect for other people. Even in an interview. If you ask me something, so why agree to an interview? What do you mean why agree? You agree because you want to share the things that you want to share. You don't want to share other stuff that can implicate you, get you in trouble, or whatever, get threats or whatever. I don't understand. I don't understand why it's so hard to understand that. Well, Crystal, you probably not doing something right because I clicked on it, baby. Good morning, big girl. What's on your mind?
Good morning, Esri. I have a question.
Okay.
I'm just coming in, so I don't know. I'm just catching the last part of what you just said.
Uh-huh.
Um, if people, if you have somebody on as a guest, we can't ask them the questions that we want answers to.
You
Why come on as a guest?
listen. That is not saying you can't ask them questions. It wasn't about a question. It wasn't about a question. You guys are getting off into your emotions or feelings. It wasn't about a question. What it was, now listen. See, this is what I'm saying. Stay focused. It wasn't a question asked. He wanted he wanted to talk to the man, and he said no. I don't want to get into it with you. You go talk to Marv. I've got no questions for you. I got nothing to say to you. He wanted to call in. There's some people that's not the only person that has called in and says, "Look, I don't want to answer questions. Okay, you can ask me the questions, but I don't want to get into it because what normally happens and what did happen, let me tell you something. Somebody said, I've got a question to answer. Ask, can I ask the question? And then I'll say, yeah, go ahead. And I say, cuz, can you want to answer this question? And he says, yeah, bring it on. He's ready to answer the questions. But I clicked the girl in. He did not know I was clicking her in because she called in, which I thought that he knew. So I clicked her in, and next thing I know, rah 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 rah. Nobody wants to come on and get all of that drama.
No, no, no,
That's
no.
that's what we're
That's
talking
right.
about. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. It wasn't that he didn't answer the questions. It was he didn't want to speak to the particular person because they already had conflicting situations already occurred. Some people in here knew it, some people didn't. So it wasn't about a question. Let's get that right. It wasn't about a question. It was
Okay.
saying, look, uh, if they got a question, ask me the question. And if he can answer it, he can answer it. So you guys are saying to me, well, we should be able to answer the question. We should be able to ask questions. That was not a problem. He just said, look, I don't want them to be calling in and then using certain numbers and then calling in, cussing me out and all this other stuff, which we had agreed on that. In any contract, when you tell somebody you're going to do something, you have an agreement. You say, look here, just like when Kiera called in, I didn't have no agreement with Kiera, but I don't know if you guys heard or anything, but I did tell Kiera, look, if things get too much out of whack or whatever, I'll either hang up or you hang up and we'll, I don't want that to happen. But this is not the type of channel that just because we have someone to interview, you guys can call in and bash them.
No, no, no. I didn't say bash, SP. I'm asking you a question because, like I said, I just caught the
Right, right, right. And that wasn't even that's what I'm saying. That wasn't even a problem. Them answering questions. They didn't have a problem answering questions. They just did not want to speak to that gentleman because they've already had words and they was already threatened. Their child was threatened, and we did not want to get our focus of answering the questions and all that other stuff.
Well, that's what I was asking. Like, if you have a guest on there, we can't ask them the question we want to ask them. It's up to them to say, well, I don't want to answer that.
Right, right. It wasn't about answering questions. They were
And
answering questions.
that's being respectful on both sides.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
for me to call in and go yakety yak 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 to the
To the
guest,
interview. Uh-huh.
yes, that's wrong.
And guess what? It's done
And the
happened twice.
yeah, and the response you're gonna get, you're not gonna like the response. So
Right.
don't call in and think you're just gonna debo that
And
person.
and I'll see somebody's name and their family, and they know better, and they call in, and then they want to argue with the person. It's like, I know we're in our feelings. You got somebody, and they said something you don't like.
Well, SP, I think if the chat don't mind, I want to speak for everyone. Um, when it's a baby involved and everybody's not saying what we want to hear, then we're angry because out of four people that has been talked to, somebody knows something.
Well, let me explain something
And
to you.
that's what pisses the channel. That's what pisses the channel off. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right, right. I get it. That's why when people can't hold their composure because it is a child or they are in their feelings, then don't even attempt to call in. You know what? I can sit here or go be downstairs every day, 2 times a day, and nobody don't want. I have to beg people to call in. Somebody come on, and we'll get the phone call, and the first thing come out their mouth is, "You son of a bee," or "Go to hell," and I'll be like, "Hold up,
You know these chat don't act like that.
huh,
You know your chat don't act like that.
girl?"
Well, but I mean because we're angry because it's like
Because you're angry. Let me tell you something.
but they're giving us the runaround, and you
And
know
it,
it.
but you know what?
You know it.
No,
So
let me
to
tell you
make
something.
you
Let me tell
angry
you
is
something.
better.
Not everybody, no, not everybody's going to give you the runaround. Some people are going to tell you exactly what they know, and that's all they can tell you. You're mad because you want them to tell you more, and they can't. But the thing that they tell you, put it with something else that somebody else can tell you. But if you shut them down right at the front door, I'm calling in. I'm somebody, and I want you to answer this question. I'm calling in. SP, you need to answer the question. Or you're not answering. Answer my phone call. Why you not answering my phone call? Because they said they don't want to. I've told the young man you've asked to speak to him several times, and he said no. That's giving the person at your home respect.
True.
Now, if you got a question, you can put it in the chat and I will answer. Oh, no, I'm out of here. And everybody's like, why are you letting them treat such and such bad? Or what are you doing? No, it's not about that. I
Yeah.
was happy to hear, regardless, if that person who liked them or who don't, they had something to share. I thought you guys could hear it or wanted to hear it. And you know what? After that, guess what? After that, we could have had Marv come on the show, but because of that disturbance, I guarantee you, that's the reason why he says, no, I'll just say it to you and you can relay it to them.
Oh, okay. But he didn't want no confrontation.
Because you're going to lose interviewers because of how we are treating them as they come on, and people don't get it. Well, I don't care to hear it, know it now because you did that. Nobody gets to hear nothing. Now let me tell you something. I get on Facebook, and because they called me and they was like, are we at a standstill? What's going on? Why you ain't saying this? Why you ain't giving the nuggets? Why you did it? Let me tell you the reason why. First of all, there's things I'm seeing that I don't too much. You guys wouldn't get it. If you didn't understand that, you're definitely not going to understand if I give you some high profile information that makes no sense to me, but it will change your mind about how you're acting towards one to another. It sure will. But the thing about it is, when everybody's like, well, she does this and she does that, she does this. Okay, well, let me tell you something. Well, why don't I just stop sending out the nuggets and you guys go ahead and, since you thinking somebody has to be in Philly, because normally when, just like in a police, if the police did something wrong, okay, big girl,
I'm listening. I'm here.
the police did something wrong. The police did something wrong, right?
Right.
Okay, let's talk about, what is that, 7th and Harding in Texas? You know about over there, 19th and Harding, or whatever the address is. I think it's 19th and Harding, where they went in without you know, the paperwork, shot the
Yeah.
two people. Then they turned around, and everything about that whole situation is wrong. The police that went there, the people who said that they were doing drugs, the informer, all of that. They're having sex with the police department and all this. They never had a warrant. They said that they went for the gun. They shot through the door. All this other stuff. Now, you need somebody to investigate, right?
Right.
You don't have your same people investigate, do you? No, you have to call in the outsider. So
Right.
you call in from a different state to come in and investigate the police, right?
Right.
Okay. That's why. Now, when it came to this case, a lot of people got angry because they were saying, well, SP doesn't even live in Philly. She don't know how we rock. She don't, I mean, why are you talking to her? She's not even in Philly. All these channels, there's Philly channels, and you're not talking to the Philly channel. Well, you guys are, you got a biased attitude. You're going to take one side or the other because, what, you're Philly? Well, yes, why would they not call someone on the outside and say, let me tell you what happened? Or let me
Someone
tell you,
in the people from Philly. Yeah.
let me tell you, um, you know, and I may not know all the questions. So we got the people in Philly. So come on, you guys, let's all work together. Don't get mad. If we can get the information, I don't care if you're from Philly, Africa, Japan, New York, Texas, Alabama. Let's come together and talk. When they come over here, I say, yeah, go share it on Facebook. On Facebook is like, y'all, you know what they do? They come over here, get the information, go over there and talk about it.
But I
Okay,
think
that's fine. But then they want to be like, oh, she did, she that, she did, why she didn't do this, why she didn't do that. Come in the channel and ask all the questions you want.
yeah, and I think our channel is so indulged till whoever comes on to talk, they only say a little. They don't. What we're looking for in our mind, what we're looking for that answer. Where is that
Well,
baby?
you know what? We're all looking for that. That's gonna be the
Has
needle
that
in the haystack.
baby?
Nobody's
Who
gonna
has
come
that
on
baby?
here, big girl, and say, look, y'all, blah blah blah. Okay, if we get it, we get it. It don't happen all the time or every time or just because you need it or want it. It don't work like that. They're gonna tell you what they know. They're gonna tell you what they saw, if they have
Yeah.
any involvements in it, and there's a lot of information that is out there that you guys do not know. If we
Right.
block everybody when they come in the door, you don't know nothing. You
Yeah,
know, we don't
definitely.
want to listen to you. SP, let them cuss you out. I wouldn't come on either.
But we don't curse nobody out. We the questions we ask, I guess is
When Cody was on, somebody called in.
well, the only thing he can vouch for was it wasn't him or his sister that baby was dropped out to. The only thing he can vouch to was Marv had the baby. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, he's not gonna say nothing bad about his sister, even though you know she didn't have her baby. But Marv had that baby, and he's angry just like the rest of us. We want to know where's that baby and why you had somebody keeping that baby and you did not check on that baby like you
Good
said
morning,
you
Sir
would check on
Naturalistic.
that baby. See, he's a liar.
Right.
He wasn't checking on that baby like he said he would.
Well, I've been trying. No, I won't say I've been trying. I had a chance, because I wanted to have him on, right?
Right.
And I literally had a chance yesterday to do that. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, I couldn't even I couldn't even ask because I just couldn't even ask because um, and I know now because we've learned some things. I know how we would have to do it. I know, but I just couldn't even ask. I just didn't even, I just didn't even. I just said to myself. I just said to myself, um, because I think that you guys hearing his voice, and I think that you guys hearing what he says, whether you can ask him a question or not, or you put a question in. If he answers, he answers. If he don't, he don't, or whatever, or just all of that would have been helpful to some of us. I think it would have, but I could not even fix my mouth to even put it out there. And I'm going to tell you something. I want you guys to understand one thing. Okay, so the people on Facebook is upset because they're like, are we at a standstill? No, we're not at a standstill. But a lot of things that I usually share, because we're family, I share them. But we've got new family come in, but we got some people that's just not family. We seen that because of the thumbs up. When you got 200 people in the room and you only got 50 thumbs up, what in the heck? Is family not even doing what they supposed to do? So
Like
so so now
exactly.
we're making it look like we're not even trying to support our channel because other people in here is like, just give us that, give us this such and such. That's what they do on Facebook. They just bluntly say this, and then everybody takes off with it. You know how misconstrued that can be?
Yes, Lord.
So we're over here chatting and talking and discussing. We're interacting with each other. It should be a very well productive communication. That's what we want to do. We want to be that bridge to communicate and say, well, did you think about calling April? I mean, not April. Did you think about calling Amber when she just didn't want to give the baby back? Did you not think about calling the police when 1 week went by? Or did you drive by? What did you see? Or what action did we could ask those questions particularly to him? Because guess what? If the police ask him, guess what? They know. We don't know. We don't know. But we could have. But because of that, I know that he probably, I can almost figure he'll probably say, no, not right now, not at this time, you know? So, um,
I don't mean to take up so much time on the
yeah, I
line.
just wanted people to know. I just wanted people to know that's what gets the communication and the conversation going is the interviews and stuff. So the people on Facebook can say, has we stopped? You know what? Yeah. Because I'm scared to bring anybody else on. Are we going to cuss them out? Or are we going to take somebody's side? And then now we're just sitting here. But let me tell you what they're doing. They're doing things. They're doing things on IG. They're doing things on a channel that got 10 or 12 people. You don't hear about it.
No,
Because
they don't.
I'm not gonna promote it.
No.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, there's been things being said and things being done, but you don't hear about it. You know why? Because Philly knows best. You know, they're doing it with their own people, and there's only 10 people know about it because we let another entity come in, and now we're all in our feelings, and we're fighting amongst each other. That's crazy. And my family member, I love her. I love her to death. She says we shouldn't do that in front of people, and you shouldn't do that to us. And I'm like, how do we? We're not learning. It continues to happen. If I don't say nothing, it's like, well, thank God you didn't do that. Okay, yeah, I didn't. And then it happens again. And it happens again. Until we got nobody coming in the interview and we're sitting there with 10 people.
Because they scared to come on because they're gonna get the first
And I never
get
said nothing to
paid.
nobody because what'll happen is after we're sitting here with 10 people, they'll be saying, well, why you didn't say nothing? No, I think that when we come on in the morning, we talk amongst each other, and this is not a chewing out or anything. It's not. It's just saying, like, I'm telling you what I see, and you guys tell me what you see or how you feel. I'm not mad at you. If someone gets mad, they're mad at the wrong thing
Right.
because we're trying to make it where they can come on. I think like this. If someone comes on and you can't hold your composure, then yeah, you probably need to just leave and go watch the replay or something. Because some people
Yeah,
don't want to hear. You know what I'm
just
saying?
just don't say nothing. Just, I mean, especially like, I mean, I be up in the air a whole lot of times, but
Yeah, you want them to answer a certain question and they're like running all around the tree and the bush and everything, and you get a little bit
yeah,
frustrated. I get it. They want to talk
why,
about everything but that.
why,
I get it
why,
too. Sometimes I get frustrated.
yeah, why are you ducking behind the tree? Come on and tell us what we really want to know.
But that wasn't the case with cuz we okay, first we just give them the floor and they talk, and then we start asking questions. If they say, I don't know about that, okay, that's all they can say is I don't
Yeah,
know. Or I
yeah,
can't answer that.
right. So just leave that question alone.
But I did okay. So I'm just wanting us to be better because right now I can't I wanted to ask I wanted to ask him so bad will he come on, and I could not.
Well, like right now, I'm looking at the chat, and the people that's in the chat right now, I don't think they'll give him a hard time.
Girl.
But the evening chat, I can't speak for the evening chat because there'll be a lot of people in the evening chat.
Oh, you talking about do it in the morning or something?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, I think a morning thing will do better.
it would because it's just not that many people. And like I said, I want to speak for the whole chat. I don't. I'm looking at the chat now, and I don't see the people that will cause a disturbance.
Right.
I mean, we could sit here and listen to what he has to say, and we can ask logical questions that he can answer, you know. But
Oh, Deborah Dickerson says, I believe it's all in someone's tone when asking or questioning. You're right. You're right. It can be. It can. That has a lot to do with it. You're right.
it
You're right.
is.
But I just think that we're gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on it too. I'm gonna work on it too. Because I did, like I said, you guys, okay, I did tell you guys, the people in Philly are a little different than what I'm ever used to dealing with. And I had to learn that. I mean, I was getting into conflict. I had to learn that they're, you know, a little bit more sensitive and you have to be direct and then, you know, and then you know what I'm saying? And I had to learn that at first I was taking things like, what? What do you mean? I say something direct and they're like, oh, she bit sideways, she's being shady. I'm like, wait, hold on. What did I just say? I just helped you. I wasn't trying to be sideways. Well, you said I didn't have this. I'm like, no, I'm just asking a question. You know what I'm saying? Well, and a cousin did say that at the beginning of our conversation when I was talking to him. He was like, people in Philly, you can say something to them like, take out the trash. Oh, you think you the boss? Blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, that's your job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It can go like a drop of a dime. And I'm not saying all of them, but I'm just saying I have gotten in so many confrontational arguments. I just sometimes refuse to conversate unless somebody's on a low tone when they're talking to me. If they're not low tone and they hype, I'd rather wait until they calm down, to talk to them because they hype, I'm hype, and I'm talking or whatever. And next thing I know, we're in a whole big argument about biscuits or something.
Like,
And I'm like, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how did I just like I told you I needed to cook and da 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 da, and you just kept on talking. And I'm trying to cook my biscuits and da 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 da, and all this. It's about a biscuit now. Yeah, I'm like, no, 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 no. So what I'm saying is, and I mean what I'm saying, and I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm just saying people in different states, they have a tolerance, and we need to know those tolerance of what to say, how to speak to them, and not to take everything just because they have a high speaking voice or they go quickly, they speak fast, doesn't mean that they're insulting. Some people was like, oh, he was talking mean to you, SP. No, he wasn't. That's how he speaks. Yes, he was. Okay, no, he wasn't. Trust me, he wasn't. Yeah, he was, and I got. Y'all said, okay, well, okay. So um, it's just people talk differently, and if I felt like I was disrespected, I would have just been like, okay, we're done. Goodbye. Have a nice evening. But like I said, I will take a hit for a child any day, being disrespected or not. But when I'm tired of it, I'll be like, I'm done. Okay, goodbye. You will not call me that no more. You know?
yeah.
Anyway. Good morning, Elizabeth. Biscuits, Deborah said
Sorry
release.
to take up so much time, but like I said, I just caught the butt end of it.
Yeah, I'm just saying it wasn't about a question he wouldn't answer. He was there to answer the question. But when that situation happened, let's be honest with each other. When that situation happened, it wasn't a question. It was like he said he did not personally want to speak to the young gentleman. And that was not being disrespectful or anything. And we got all off a topic for probably a good 10, 20 minutes about that.
Oh, it was a specific person he did not want to speak with.
Yeah, he didn't want to speak to Cody, Amber's brother,
Oh, okay.
because they had already been in an argument. There's always already been threats with his son, his 15-year-old son. And I don't know who did the threats. Maybe the son threatened Cody. I don't know. I heard it was both ways. The son
Okay.
threatened Cody, Cody threatened the son. I don't want it. I didn't want it to go. When you have a group full of women, and it was probably maybe 2% men in the room, maybe not even that. It probably was 2% men in the room. But all these women, and you got two men, and they're arguing. That's not what we came on there for.
Right.
So what I was telling the people was, um, we can ask the questions. We just have to be thoughtful of when we're focused in the room to get questions to ask questions, we need to not let nothing else come in and take us off of focus.
Yeah. And I think that the Dickinson made a good point.
Right.
The tone of the question
And
is,
I get calls right after and they say, I'm sorry. I'd be like, but you called in and said, I got a question. Can I ask him a question? I said, yeah. Da 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 da. Now they argue. Um, and it happened a couple of times like that. And so when we making these not rules but regulations of how we're going to do things, people get mad because they say, SP, why we can't just call and ask them ourselves or something? And then I'm like, because I'm scared that you're going to call in and you're going to say, can I ask him a question? And I say, yes, because I'm thinking you're family. I know you. Girl, I know you. I know you, Freddie Johnson. I know you, Tina Powers. I know you, big girl. You're going to ask the questions. You're not going to put us in a bad situation. And I click you in and you say, what the F you think you doing? Da, 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 da. And I'm
come
sitting
out
there
of
like,
left field. You come
like,
out of left, come out of left field running.
and I'm like, oh my God, come on. We
I
family.
think we act on emotions, and I really do think Cupcake has tired us out. You know,
Cupcake
and
tired us out.
yeah, dealing with her case,
Mm-hmm.
it was really tiresome. You know, from the lies to mid truth. And still halfway no truth at all. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So now every baby that comes up missing, and I'm speaking for the chat, every baby that comes up missing, now we're getting angry because it shouldn't have to be like that.
Right.
It shouldn't. And
Right.
this little baby here, King, been gone since June. And you mean to tell me y'all just coming up saying something in July and August? If they have killed this baby, say that and stop having people looking for this baby when it's no baby. Or if she, he, it, whatever it is locked up, has sold the baby to her family members in Florida, say that.
Well, let me tell you something. I want to say this because I'm gonna have to get off here. My dog is out there saying I want to come in the house.
But let the dog in the house.
Okay, okay.
And why would you name that dog Shoe?
Suge Knight, girl. The other dog I had was John Gotti.
No, no, no. I was thinking about Shoe Avery.
No,
The one
I was talking about
dog.
Suge Knight.
Okay. Well, you leave him outside, but that he ain't no. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, at one time, Suge Knight was the man. He
He
was.
really was.
Yeah, he was.
He started doing
So.
crazy stuff.
But I wanted to say one thing. I'm glad we still got 99 people in the house and 96 thumbs up. And trust me, that doesn't look well because I already know 200 people that came through here. But I want to say to you, let me think. So the people were on Facebook was calling was like, do tell us this or tell us that or whatever. Well, you guys were talking, you guys were spitting all that salt on us. I mean, now we don't have the interviews because you know what I'm saying? You put so much salt on it that I literally, family done said, let's go on the next topic of the Malia Bass case.
I mean, you don't want to forget about him, but it seems like they done stopped everything.
They ain't stopped everything, honey. There's information. I received information for the last 2, 3 days. But
Okay.
this was what I don't like. People call me with information and then people's talking and the first after they give me the information, they say, don't tell nobody. Don't say nothing.
But
No,
then they go and say something.
and I'm sitting there going, why did you waste 2 hours of my time telling me this and then gonna say, don't say nothing? See, that wasn't an agreement. The agreement was you was already talking to me, and then after 2 hours, while I'm laying in the bed trying to sleep, you're talking to me, and then I'm getting ready to go to bed. Okay, SP, don't tell nobody.
Purple and gold
Do you not
says,
know I was spending that 2 hours trying to stay woke listening so I can share it? And then after the conversation, you're going to say, don't share it? I didn't agree to that.
no, we're not going to give up on King, Regina. But Purple and Gold says, SP, perhaps you should be the one to present the questions. And I agree. I agree because some of our attitudes are not right. And we're angry because it's the baby.
Yeah, we're angry because it's the baby.
Yeah, because every day it's a new baby getting killed. Like
And
this
someone
Malia
asked me
baby.
something because this was on the table at the beginning. They were saying, okay, this is what somebody said to me. And I was like, oh, that sounds stupid. I didn't say it, but I thought it in my head. They was like, Sarita, we really need to pay attention to Sarita because Sarita is saying she's spitting out some stuff. Now,
Not the redhead, but the other
no,
one.
redhead is Sarita.
Oh, redhead is a
And you
little.
guys, I want to share some information with you. I do have some information. I do have some nuggets for you. But I need to check with the person that gave me the nugget, and they're supposed to call me today to see if I can share it. Because, right, like I said, right after the conversation, they said, don't, don't say nothing. And I'm like, I've done listened to you for 2 hours, and you're going to tell me don't say nothing? And these are facts. These are not assumptions. These are facts. So I do have information to share. And but like I said, if we don't share information, who gonna why do you think in Facebook they're sitting over there talking about it's two people in the chat talking about, okay, have we just given up? Okay, are we at a standstill? No, you guys basically telling us to shut it down. Don't talk to SP, this, that, and the other. So I'm not, I'm not asking the questions. I mean, I got them. Trust me, I got them. I'm still getting calls and information, but share it. I think that you guys need to hear the stuff for yourself instead of me tell it to you.
I think we need to hear it as well.
Then when they hear it, this is what they say on Facebook. When they hear it, like if I say it, they'd be like, why Marv didn't come on himself? Because we over here still a growing channel, and we still making mistakes. I don't want to say that, but that's where I feel. And I'm not mad. Don't get me wrong. I just think we got a lot of growing to do. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying that, but I think that your channel has grown, and I think that the people that's in your channel, like I said once, and I'm gonna say it again, we're angry. We just some angry people over here because we always have to um, report something about a missing baby, about a baby that has died. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not no adults. This is not an adult we're speaking of. We're talking about babies.
Well, let me say one thing. Did you hear about all of the kids that they found in Macon, in Georgia? Kids that's been missing for a year to a couple of years and 2 or 3 weeks. 39 kids and 9 arrests.
In Macon, Georgia,
Yeah. Some
wow.
guy was on Facebook. Some guy was on Facebook was saying, Freddie, why did you block?
Huh?
Let me go let my dog in, you guys. Let me let my dog in. My dog said, I can't take it no more.
But yeah, and it seems like nobody is doing anything about these babies. The parents getting on TV pretending to care. They
Move.
don't. They don't care. The
Say what?
parents. The parents get on TV pretending to care when they don't care. You know,
Yeah.
because if you care anything about your baby, you wouldn't leave your baby for one split second. And as many baby cases that has come up on TV, you know not to leave your baby out, you know, out your sight, not to let your baby go out your sight, because anything is capable of happening. Um, Nancy DC said, SP, did you hear about the Muslim father who shot his two daughters 14 years? He is, he is arrested. Was that down here
Right,
in
Stephanie. That's what I'm saying. They know what your platform is about, so why would they tell you something and then say don't say nothing? That's crazy.
they know she is infected gadget, she'll go and get it. Yeah, that's crazy.
There's a lot of stuff going on in this world, and I'm not gonna. I'm going to. I'm gonna get off of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna just
I
keep
think after an hour, we just start blocking people and saying stuff, and I think our hour is our time, and so
Fred say we have a storm here.
yeah.
My,
All right,
my
you
whole
guys,
phone went
make
crazy.
sure you guys go to Nora's closet. Big girl, I'm finna get off of here. I'll call you
Oh,
later.
okay.
I got a headache, you guys, and I'm sorry. I got a headache. Um, Make sure you guys go to Nora's closet, Nora's Authentic Designer Handbags. She has all the accessories, the apparels, the Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all the name brands that you guys are looking for. Make sure you put in Warrior for Children to get your 20% discount, and that she will work with you on the price. I need to see something real quick. Hold on. Let me see if I got it. There we go. Make sure you guys, there's the link in the chat, because I guess I'm working by myself this morning, but I'll see you guys. Have a good evening and have a good weekend. God bless.